Dream, I'm Paladin, this is CPQ.
Hi.
And this is A's Academy, which we have not played in a little bit.
Been a while.
It has been a while. Also, your microphone is turned on.
Hello.
It's turned on since the last time, that we used the microphones. Because we played D&D. I slap off my alarm and feel unusually energized this morning. Today is our match against Akira. And after the training session yesterday with Coach Ivan, I feel confident in our abilities. This should be an exciting match.
As much as I enjoy this being a podcast, I would like us to try to stay focused today because I want to get done with this game.
Yeah, I'm ready
I'm
ready to not be playing this game again. It's not that it's a bad game. It's just I'm ready to be playing Persona again now that the capture card works. After getting ready, I wolf down my breakfast and drive to school. Yuna stops me on my way to the pre-combat room.
Hey!
Hi. Oh, hey, Yuna.
I'm glad I ran into you.
Here's the game really loud.
Pretty loud.
Does it count as running into me if you knew exactly where I would be?
Yes.
She grins and thrusts her tablet in front of me.
Do you mind?
Hey, Paranoia, welcome out to the stream.
Quickly?
Survey? For what?
The session with Coach Ivan. Since yesterday's guest coach was a new initiative for Dashu, they like to gauge how valuable you all thought the session was. I've managed to track down everyone else, so yours is the last form I need.
Excuse me, ma'am, do you have a minute to talk about the environment? Nailed it. Now nobody will look at me.
Now I'm invisible. That is the easiest way to avoid being detected is just to act like you're trying to
solicit something.
I take a minute to fill out the survey. Once I'm finished, I hand the tablet back to you.
Thanks.
No problem. I'm kind of impressed that Dashi would go the extra mile to get someone like Coach Ivan to consult for a non-professional team.
That's one of the reasons I like them.
No wonder you got him to agree.
Oh, it was easy. All I had to do was call.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I found his contact information online and figured it couldn't hurt to reach out. I asked his manager if this was something they'd be interested in, and luckily it was. Then I introduced the idea to Dashu, along with the proposal I put together. After that, it was just a matter of getting their approval and support with logistics.
That's convenient. You put all of this together? Yuna blinks in surprise and blushes.
It wasn't all me.
But the idea was yours. Actually, you helped out with some of the logistics for Dashu event before the XZ concert, too.
Yeah, but it was for stuff involving the team. I wanted to make sure you guys were getting properly introduced and represented.
I had no idea.
I was just doing my job.
You're doing an amazing job. She blushes even deeper.
Anyway, thanks for filling this out.
I fixed it.
What? Oh.
The wire was bothering me.
Sure. I'd better go now. Cowrie probably about to blow a blood vessel waiting
Good
for
luck
me.
out there.
Thanks. She waves goodbye before heading toward the stadium, where I head into the pre-combat room.
It always stresses me out when we walk in and they're all deadpan.
I quickly change into my pilot's outfit and join the rest of the team at the holotable. Cowrie is busy plotting out the arena, and our representative gears as everyone else silently watches. It's finally starting to set in what we're being matched against. The top piloted ace. The top piloted ace. The confidence that I feel earlier wanes. After a couple more seconds, Cowrie takes a step back from the holograph and looks over her handiwork.
Okay, this is what the war game layouts will be. As you all know, we'll be facing against Reborn, Akira's team. Mayu, can you report on their gear composition and weaponry?
Mayu nods, and her finger darts across the holotable.
Reborn is fully sponsored by Eludian Enterprises, which means they provide Reborn with the same cutting-edge weaponry that they provide their professional teams. Each gear is kitted out for specific purposes. That means, individually, they may have weaknesses, but as a unit, they cover each other's vulnerabilities.
Perfect.
Hold on. We may have actually lucked out.
Mayu shoots Sho a questioning look.
Well, you know how they're smashing everyone in terms of points? Win or lose, they're still going to be the #1 seeded team.
Okay, how does that help us?
This happened last year as well. When Reborn was guaranteed the first-ranked spot, they subbed in their backup pilots.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, Alabama does it all the time in like
Yeah.
the second and third quarters, where they will
Yeah.
basically like, if we know that by the first half we pretty much got the game, we'll sub in people
We
to get
let
them
those freshmen
experience.
play that, get the experience that won't normally get to play.
Because otherwise, it would be too important for them to keep the main team on.
Mhm.
But it's important to have a backup team.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't even notice.
It's not a well-known fact because their 4-man gear equipment is always the same. But if you dig into their pilot history, you'll see it.
I love something new in the Discord server. Ooh. That Popo? Oh, is that the Funimation audio leak? That's...
Oof.
Yeah, you know about that, right?
Nope. It sounds great. What is it about? What happened?
It is bad.
Is it racist?
It is... I don't know if it's racist, but from what I've heard, it is incredibly homophobic.
Oof. Who was it?
Goku. In Goku's voice. Like, they had several of the characters in... Like, they were doing it as a joke. But it was
Yeah.
like... It was back in, like, 2003 that it was recorded.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
And
then.
it was a joke that they were recording. The English voice actors at Funimation recorded a bunch of joke lines that involved a lot of very, very bad things. And obviously it was never supposed to make it out. No, it's Chris Sabat's fan fiction? Oh, okay. Okay, I thought you posted the actual, like, thing. Funimation audio leak.
I'm gonna be honest. Chris Sabat has a bunch of like bullshit on his computer where he's taken actual visuals from Dragon Ball Z and just dubbed over it. Dubbed over his characters with whatever the fuck he's wanted to say. That's just on his personal computer. That is on his personal computer, and it's hilarious.
Can I get?
Come closer. I feel my time is near, and I've never been with a man before. Apply the sacred ointment, Popo.
So yeah, it's basically just this bullshit.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that feels so good, Mr.
Of course,
Popo.
he didn't play this kind of thing because it was
Yeah.
an all ages panel, but it's bullshit like this
You must, Popo.
Well, when you're the voice actor
for the entire first season.
yeah, like when you're the voice actor for like all of that stuff, it's pretty amazing. I will watch that in its entirety later. I think CPQ and I are currently on a warpath to finish this game.
Yes. I want to be done.
Because then we can play Persona, and then after Persona, I want to play Spider-Man, and then after Spider-Man, we can play Danganronpa. Want more video games? Video games with Spider-Man.
Same.
I should just grow out a J. Jonah Jameson style, like, really big mustache.
And then cosplay him.
I could do it. I would just have to, like, gray the sides of my hair.
Yeah.
And then
I
I would have to keep it really close at the top, gray the sides of my
I
hair.
literally have gray for your hair.
And carry a fake cigar around. I need pictures. Pictures of Spider-Man.
And the stats show
He's a
that when they
menace.
started putting in their subs, their overall performance did decline, even if it was just a little.
So, what you're
I
saying is
could
that we'll be fighting
cosplay
against their
Spider-Man
backups.
and
Since
J.
they
Jonah
already have a
Jameson in the
guaranteed
same
first
weekend.
seed.
The only problem would be that I would have to do J. Jonah Jameson first, then shave off the mustache for Spider-Man.
Yeah. Figure it out.
Everyone but Phoenix.
Phoenix?
Akira's gear. Only he pilots it.
Surprised by Sho, he certainly didn't provide the same input in our previous matches as he did in this one. Even when one of our matches was against his own roommate. This match must really mean something to him.
We can use this in our favor, or this will feel like a hollow victory if we win.
Wait, I know how to make this faster. We've created these laws for ourselves, right?
Uh-huh.
But I have heard in ancient texts. I have heard in the most ancient of texts the only true way to avoid laws.
Is it alcohol?
Because there ain't no laws when you're drinking claws.
You got claws!
So here's the question. Do we chug a claw to avoid conversation for like the next 10 minutes? And just choose what we want to do?
Fuck it, why not?
That's how we do
That'll
this.
get us through faster. Give me a raspberry, baby.
that a raspberry? That's a black cherry.
cherry.
You're lucky I fuck with black cherry. What was like? What was it like? What do you mean fruit punch isn't in the variety pack? You're lucky I fuck with black cherry. No, was it like blood orange or something?
Yeah. Something. I don't know.
Just remember, boys and girls, ain't no laws when you're drinking claws.
Oh shit, that's very fizzy and warm. Nope.
I tried to cool them.
Nope. I can't chug this. It's warm.
Black cherry's actually really good.
Yeah, White Claw black cherry is very tasty.
All right. So unless it's
Flavor.
So unless it's a particularly important thing, we're probably not gonna roll just to speed this up.
Cause fuck it.
Unless necessarily somebody wants something other than what we choose, then they can do that. But we're not gonna sit here and go, does anybody want to re-roll? I'm gonna save after choices from this point forward, but we're gonna make a choice, and if you don't like that choice, we can go back to it.
Cool.
But we're pressing forward.
Just type roll in the chat.
We'll press any advantage we can get. Kaori nods.
Agreed. Okay, so we can definitely use this to our advantage.
I was going to wait till later in an attempt to get to a point where like we all used our re-rolls up. It was the end of a thing and go, I have the solution, and pull the White Claw out then.
Amazing.
But
I love it though. You did a good job. It was a good introduction.
Kaori changes up some of the notes on the holotable.
I have an idea. What if we employ the same tactic we did against Tatsuo's team? Focus down Akira.
Mayu shakes her head.
That won't work. Claw of the Wild's team is Tatsuo.
Oh.
However, every member of Reborn is going to be strong, even without Akira.
We are not
True,
sponsored.
but Akira still
We would like
surpasses
to
the rest of
be,
his
but we're
team in
not.
terms of skill. Instead of focusing
Come
on
on,
Akira,
Claus. What you
if
fucking
we try
with?
to pull him out and play a 3v3 against the other members?
Not us, apparently.
Who's going to handle 1v1 with Akira?
Me! I have the overdrive. I'm the protagonist. We all look at each other, although none of us want to admit it. It's painfully clear that that he would beat any one of us in a duel. I can do it. We may not be able to beat him in a straight match, but we at least have my overdrive mode as our pocket ace again.
And since we haven't used it since the qualifiers, they definitely won't be expecting that.
Or they definitely will be expecting that.
That's right. As long as you keep Akira busy, we have a strong chance of beating the rest of the team and then helping you with Akira.
It won't be that easy, but I think this is our best chance at winning.
We hash out the details of the plan on the holotable.
Remember not to immediately activate your overdrive mode when you start.
Activates overdrive mode immediately. Of course, why not? Or you worry about your task, I'll worry about mine.
You worry about your task, I'll worry about mine.
Ooh, shit, we're going heal. Eagle and I have got this. Just make sure you guys take out the others. Ooh, Paranoia wanted why not?
Do that. I like that one too. That's a good one.
Alright, we will load. That is my quick load point. That is not where I wanted to go. I wanted to do my regular, as I wanted to do my regular load. Whoops.
That's fine. Nope, no it's not.
No, I don't want to do either of those buttons because it's going to stop the stream. Boom, load that, yes. Why not? Raise my eyebrows. That doesn't make sense.
Brosif, doesn't the overdrive mode have a time limit?
I think so. It gives me pretty much infinite energy, but the duration is finite.
I believe Valerie's report mentioned it lasts 3 minutes.
It lasts just enough time for us to play the OVA.
Can you put that back in the fridge?
To keep them cool.
To make them cool?
Should I put a couple of them in
Yes,
the freezer?
yes you should. Put the whole box in the freezer, we'll remember it.
I'm gonna finish these off pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. I'll figure it out. Keep clicking. Keep clicking!
Keep clicking, get the game.
Click, Howie, click in the game!
Alright, I'll pace myself.
Let's recap then. We'll create distance between the three of us and Eagle, with suppressive fire. We'll make it impossible for them to even attempt to gang up.
Gang,
If they
gang.
stick together, we can
Nice.
keep our distance and trap them in crossfire. When they start to create distance with one another, Eagle will hard engage Phoenix, and we'll do the same with our respective opponents.
I'm gonna make lap right here, but for future me, Go back a little bit. That's for the White Claw. I just didn't make a lap then.
Positioning will play a big part. We'll have to capitalize on the fact that Akira doesn't have as much team cohesion practice with the subs as he would with the regular starters.
Kaori looks at me.
You'll keep Akira engaged as long as you can, and we'll use the overdrive mode if it starts to look bad.
I nod.
That leaves the rest of us with 3-on-3. It'll be a tough match, but we should be able to beat Reborn substitute pilots without Akira there.
What if Broseph goes down?
A valid concern? I thought you had my back, bro.
Oh, I like both of them.
Let's be
Pick
honest.
Paladin.
Let's be honest. It's a valid concern.
You right.
We should plan on that. We should plan that out too.
Depending on the battle condition, it might be worth going for the saver points if things aren't in our favor.
You mean take out the weakened gears instead of going for a win?
Kaori crosses her arms, but nods. I blink in surprise. It's not no dice rolls this time. It's more so dice rolls when it really matters.
Yeah,
Or
none of
if
these
the-
are actually important roles. They
It's-
don't affect any of the story.
It's dice rolls if there's a disagreement on what we should choose. So if there's something that we choose that you don't like, let us know and we'll choose that instead. Or we'll
roll for it
or
if
we'll
we
ro-
really hate
yeah,
your
I was
choice.
gonna say if there are two people who disagree, we will roll. But otherwise, if everybody's in agreement, we're just gonna go ahead and click. We've been playing this game for 12 episodes now, and this was just supposed to be a stopgap until we had the stream, the capture card
I was
fixed.
gonna skip today's stream, but then I was like, no, if I skip today's stream, we won't end it.
I don't know if we're even close to the end of the game, but
Shit, I hope so.
But with that being said, the idea is that we are gonna get to the end hopefully soon. We're already on a route, so we're just gonna roll for important situations or disagreements, just to speed things up a little bit. I didn't expect to be playing this game for 12 episodes, basically.
Because we played Doki Doki for like 3.
She then looks at
I
Mayu.
agree. That would be the best course of action.
Admittedly, this has been a wonderful story.
Yeah.
This is something that, like, if I had known it was going to be about this long, I would have chosen to play it some other time or something else. I just wanted something really short and really sweet to hold us over while we got a working capture card again. We've got a working capture card now, so we don't need to continue playing this game.
It says that it's supposed to be, for the completionist, is 27 hours. For the main story, it's 8.5. So we're going to go with the middle that says 12.5 hours.
So we should have finished the game episode 4.
However, how many?
Episode
what's
4 or
what's 12
6?
times 3? 12 times 3. I'm lazy.
12
That's
times
36.
12 times 3 is 36.
So then we divide that in half because we talk for most of the streams.
So what you're trying to do is you're trying to do we do 2-hour streams.
Oh, 2-hour streams, right?
We do 2-hour streams for this game, and if we take the 2-hour streams and divide the 12-hour time by that, it's supposed to be 6 streams.
Yeah.
But we also talk a lot, and we've been voice acting. That 12-hour time period is probably for somebody who's just clicking through the dialogue.
Fair.
We win and gang up on Akira afterwards, otherwise we go for the save points instead of trying for the win. Broseph fights Akira, we fight the other 3.
Correct.
Sure nods. Okay, got it. My nerves are still jumpy, but I feel positive about our plan.
We can do this!
Baby.
Everyone stares at Mayu. She blinks and pokes 2 fingers together.
I mean, if we try.
The team laughs.
Baby.
Ever since she got together with Sho, she's been a lot more confident. I'm really happy for her.
Me too.
The alarm rings, signaling for us to get to our stations.
Let's go.
I'm so glad we chose the best friend route.
Right?
After one deep breath, I follow
I would
Kaori
have
out of the
also
room.
appreciated Mayu's friend route.
Most matches during reading week are pretty quiet in terms of audience, but today, the auditorium is filled with as many people, if not more, than a typical match.
2 undefeated teams, but only one will continue their winning streak.
Should I look up the correct answers for this battle?
I don't know that there are correct answers.
That's fair.
Entering first is Ace.
I still think that we look like Ida.
11.
We do look like Ida. The crowd thunders to life. I stare out into the sea of people. They jump and wave from their seats. The difference from the polite applause we received when we started it is surreal. The energy fuels me and I can't hold back my grin. If there is a taste of what it's like to compete in the big leagues, then count me in.
Versus the team who requires no introduction, Reborn!
The stadium rumbles from all the cheering. The underdog versus the university's pride. I put aside my studying to watch a match like that, too.
What a mood.
Oh shit, he's got the fucking unicorn Mark II.
Oh god, we're gonna die.
That is straight up like the unicorn Mark II. Except it's gold instead of green. What Gundam does that look like? That looks like a Gundam. But I can't remember. It's not the Hyakushiki, because the
It reminds me
Hyakushiki
of
is...
Shadow the Hedgehog.
That too.
Or is it... Yeah, it's the Hedgehog.
Yeah, he's a
I'm thinking of
hedgehog.
Knuckles the Echidna.
Yeah, Knuckles isn't a kid and he's all red. Reborn enters the stadium. Their gears sparkle underneath the light. A sleek and pristine image of the modernity of Illudian.
Are you all ready for this legendary showdown? Then let's not delay this anymore.
By the way, if you've ever wondered how to make a crowd sound, that's all it takes.
It is.
Begin!
Okay, so
Let's go! Stick to the plan and be vocal.
Roger.
got it.
Okay.
Zoom.
I love the zoom off the screen.
I jet away from the rest of my team as they circle Akida's team. As if looking in a mirror, Akida's team follows suit. They boost toward the rest of my team as Akida stays put. Oh, that is badass.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
It's got a fucking scythe.
Holy shit, we gonna die.
It's like somebody combined the Hyakushiki with Unicorn 2 and Death Scythe Gundam. His gear shifts into a fighting stance and brandishes his scythe and activates the energy blade.
Sunrise stance.
That's not Sunrise Stance.
It looks close enough.
You got the right. His camera angle is correct. The sword is out of place. It's down. Sunrise Stance is the sword going straight out.
That's fair. However, if it was straight out, you wouldn't see the scythe.
It depends on how he was holding the scythe, because he also would need to be holding it like this for it to be
That's
Sunrise
fair.
Stance.
I'm close.
I also I have actually been watching the Gundam. The original Gundam was re-released from its TV airing as a series of 3 movies. And I'm in the middle of movie 2. It's pretty good. It's obviously got that weird 80s feel to it, but it's still pretty good. Either way, it doesn't matter. All that matters now is that I'm here and Akida's here. My teammates' voices fade into the background as they coordinate their attacks against the rest of Reborn. All of my focus is on Phoenix. This will be a glorious duel! Size them up first, or engage.
I honestly...
Engage.
Engage? Okay.
I mean, I'm okay. What do you want to do?
I
We
am-
can roll. This is an important thing.
Yeah, this is an important thing. All right, boys, we're gonna roll. Three.
I
Oh.
didn't give any. I didn't
I'm
give a
sorry.
direction.
My thing was, I was thinking top to bottom. Continue.
I was probably gonna say that, but it's too late. You've already rolled, so we're gonna do bottom to top instead.
1.
All right, engage Phoenix. It is. Is this the final boss of the visual novel? Why does it seem so strange that visual novels would have bosses?
Why are these empty slots?
Wait, hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's just been a bunch of empty slots back here. You could just keep going. There's like near infinite empty slots. What?
Amazing.
What?
Amazing.
Engage. Unless anybody wants to do that. Alright, we're going. I'm poised to strike, and I do not hesitate. I max Eagle's thrusters and dash forward. Phoenix braces for the attack. Strike! I deliver a powerful blow. With his scythe raised, Phoenix parries, but it still gets knocked back from the sheer force of my attack. Phoenix dashes towards me, winding up his scythe for a carving. Dodge! My reflexes kick into motion, and I send energy into my side thrusters. With a rumble of my engines, I dodge to the side and send a powerful strike towards Phoenix. Its shields shimmer to protect the gear, but it looks like he took a decent hit to his energy reserves. I fall into defense and circle Akira, who circles me. We're both waiting for the other to make a move. Akira is the first to break the circle. As soon as he activates his thrusters, so do I. We boost toward each other at incredible speeds, our weapons leading the way. Our energy blades collide in a loud ringing, which rends the air. I grit my teeth and push with all my might as our blades stay locked in a battle of wills. There was only one option. A surge of energy of Phoenix rams Eagle. In one sweeping motion, he spins and the scythe's long blade smashes against the front shield. My energy reserves sub 5% from that attack with a critical warning flashing across my screen. Refuse to lose so easily. Looks like it's now or never. I flip the overdrive mode and pray it works. The familiar shifting of noises and motions sound in my cockpit, and my heart threatens to beat right out of my chest in anticipation. An eruption of energy explodes from Eagle, and I am once again looking at my energy reserves, sitting well over 9,000. We get our own fucking theme song. I have 3 minutes on the clock, but let's see if Phoenix can last that long. My fist glows softly from the overwhelming energy. Channeling that energy, I ready myself to attack, but something collides with Eagle and forces me to slide back. Phoenix's wings extend, and his entire gear surrounded in a swirl of red energy. Wait, can Akira's gear enter overdrive mode too? How is this possible? Phoenix races towards me, snapping me out of my thoughts. Oh shit!
Oh fuck!
Its energy fist collides with Eagle, shaking me so hard. That's not a fist, that is a scythe. There's the energy fist. There's my energy fist, but I have 2 fists. Can I outfist him?
Her head whipped back, so no.
Knocks Eagle back against my shield shimmers from the blow. Without a moment's rest, Phoenix returns with a swing with a wide blow, extending the handle so the blade can't cut further. Another explosion of energy knocks me back as the blade of my shield connects. I skid to a stop only to block another strike. Phoenix's attacks are non-stop. With both of us in overdrive mode, it doesn't feel any different than how the match was going originally. Despite my efforts to change the tide of the battle, I am forced to play defensively, and Akira is able to depower Eagle. And himself. Ooh. Wait, Phoenix is depowered? Did I do something? No, I only blocked that last attack, and it was still strong enough to depower me. Maybe Akira channeled all his energy into that attack. Checking the timer, I see that only 45 seconds have passed. Or maybe he just ran out of juice. Maybe his isn't overdrive mode in the same way that ours is. Maybe it's only a very short burst for him. Assuming I don't get manually depowered, overdrive mode on Eagles lasts 3 minutes, but Phoenix can only sustain 45 seconds. Curious.
Crap, I'm down.
Sho's voice pulls me out of my thoughts. I refocus my attention on the match. Sho and Mayu are taken out, but they did depower 1 gear. Aura struggles to hold off 2 gears at once.
Situation is looking dire.
I guess that means we need to go to points then.
Agreed.
Looks like Reborn's subs are no pushovers. Even without Akira's support, they also anticipated our strategy and counterplayed us. I suppose there's a reason they're always number 1. Aura charges the 2 remaining gears. They send a volley of shots, which Aura is mostly able to avoid, but the hits she does take seem to cause decent damage. As Aura approaches the first gear, her shield disappears, and she readies her blade. She must have drained it completely and is charging that energy into her strike. She's ready to go down swinging. Aura depowers as soon as her blade connects, but so does one of the enemy gears. In the end, the last gear left standing is one of Reborn.
That was close, but in the end, it looks like Reborn's winning streak will continue.
Oh man.
The crowd erupts into
But
cheers.
how about Ace 204911's performance?
We are literally a team of almost nothing but freshmen.
Yeah.
The crowd cheers even louder.
Talk about giving Reborn a run for their money.
I stare in wonder at the animated audience. Although we didn't win, it warms my heart to see strong support for the crowd. My teammates are silent through the comms. It's no surprise that Reborn won the match, but that doesn't make this loss sting any less. With the match finished, gear controls are restored.
I think we all agree that this was the best preseason match, bar none. Am I right?
Preseason? The stadium thunders approval.
We'll have the replays available later today. For now, I'll have to ask our contenders to leave the arena so the next match can begin.
Before shuffling out of the arena, Phoenix gives us a saluted wave. Despite losing, Akira was still depowered. Considering what he usually does to his opponents, I don't think I fared too badly. Speaking of Phoenix, how was it also equipped with an overdrive mode? Uneasiness settles into the pit of my stomach as we return our gears back to the hangar, make our way to the pre-combat room.
Whoever put the overdrive in his gear killed our parents. I just want you to know that.
I mean, probably.
I mean, that's not something I read. I'm convinced of it.
I quickly changed back into my uniform, as questions keep swirling around in my mind. When I enter the pre-combat room, I am alone. My teammates must still be changing. Still trying to process what just happened. Somehow, Phoenix was able to match Eagle in overdrive mode. Even though his gear could only hold that energy expenditure for a little while, his core was definitely based on my core's design. I barely noticed my team's arrival. We sit in silence until Cowrie voices what we've all been thinking.
What the hell was that?
Whatever it was unexpected.
It was a lesser version of Eagle's overdrive.
Akira's never been able to do that before.
Maybe he's never had to. No one besides Eagle has been able to do that before.
Then how was he suddenly able to get his hands on that technology?
That's exactly what I intend to find out. As far as I know, Dad was the only person who had knowledge of how to build the overdrive mode.
But he was murdered for some reason.
I look over the grave faces of my team members. They wear a varying mix of disappointment and anger. I hadn't realized how much we'd depended on my core's secret weapon, and having the wild card thrown back at us hit us extra hard. Sorry guys, but I have to find Akira.
We understand.
Kari nods.
Go. You should hurry before he leaves.
I nod and head toward the hangar. Luckily, Akira is still there. Akira! He turns at the sound of his name and flashes me a smile.
That was a great match out there. I'll admit it, you had me a little worried for a while. I haven't had a match that close in a long time.
So does that make us number 2?
I think no matter what could have happened there, we still would have been number 2 based off of the points.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving it your all today.
Akira's grin is genuine, and even though I lost against him, I feel he appreciates the challenge I provided him and respects me more for it. Sure, but that's not why I'm here. His smile falters.
What's up?
You went into overdrive mode during the match. How did you do that?
It kicks in automatically when I'm close to getting depowered.
Interesting.
Just like what mine used to do. My jaw sets. How did you get that technology? Akira's smile drops completely at my
It was
tone.
an upgrade from Eludium. Is something wrong?
How did they get the technology?
I don't know. They didn't tell me anything specific, just that this gear was a prototype. I'm not sure what's going on, but I can get you in touch with them if you want.
Please do.
I'd appreciate that.
Sure.
He rummages through his phone and texts me a phone number.
Here's the number to our account manager. Maybe he'll be able to tell you.
Thanks. I feel a little bad charging over and acting kind of cold towards Akira. Of course he wouldn't know what was going on. Eludian takes care of the large installations like a new core. All Akira would know is how to use it.
He's a good guy.
And I didn't get a chance to say this before, but congratulations on your win. Akira smiles returns.
Thanks. But
Give
you
him a
guys
slapping
definitely
handshake.
didn't make it easy.
Akira glances
Yeah,
past me.
that
I should
boy
get back to
hug.
my team.
The one where you do the
Yeah, give him the slapping handshake.
I nod and Akira leaves. As soon as he's out of sight, I dial the Eludian contact number he gave me. Hey, what the fuck?
Hello?
Hi, I'm Kevin McKevin, one of the pilots for ACE 2049-11.
Yes, I'm familiar with you.
2049-11. I have some questions relating to Akira's core overdrive.
Unfortunately, I can't help you. I'm only involved in the team side of things. You'll have to talk to someone in the tech and engineering department.
I see. Is there a person I can get in touch with?
Your best bet would be to try calling Eludian's main number and setting up an appointment.
Alright. Thanks.
Good luck.
After we hang up the call, I quickly locate Eludian's number. Try to keep my irritation in check as I wait for someone to answer. Finally, I reach the receptionist, who helpfully inquires if I have an appointment, if I'd like to make an appointment. Yeah, what the fuck? Just like yelling directly at this poor lady, who probably has nothing to do with, you know, our core or anything. Realizing I was getting nowhere, I make an appointment to visit the office tomorrow. Tomb Sorrow. Sorry, that's an old-ass inside joke between me and Shelton. One of us was texting, like, we used to do it all the time, where, the two that stuck, though, were Tomb Sorrow and Us Awesome Way. Which were just two...
it's just really bad T9 autocorrect.
It was really bad T9 autocorrect, except we didn't have T9.
Oh.
Like, I say old, but I'm talking about, like, we both had smartphones by this point.
Oh.
It was just, like, autocorrect didn't cut in, and it was just saying...
Awesome.
Like, yeah, like somebody was trying to say awesome,
Sorry.
and they typed Us Awesome Way, and somebody tried to type tomorrow, and they typed Tomb Sorrow.
Amazing.
I'm exhausted, and I have made no progress with getting answers. I text my team what happened, and find them waiting on the quad. Valerie and Yuna are there too. The whole team's here, and Show's by himself again.
With how long it took me to activate your overdrive mode, Eludian has got to be working with a prototype or have access to your core's blueprints.
I bet they had access to the blueprints based off of the fact that I'm at a public school. Those are my thoughts Those are my thoughts exactly. But how would they have gotten those schematics?
I didn't give it to them. Promise.
I give her a weak grin. Not what I was implying, but still good to know.
Still, that sucks, Broseph.
Are you not?
I'm a little surprised the account manager doesn't know that information.
Yuna looks awful.
I think for larger companies like Eludian, it makes sense. The account managers are the liaison between the sponsor and the sponsee, so that's their main focus. They make sure the team gets what was supposed to go to them, so they don't need to know how that item was acquired or developed in the first place. The only time you see a lot of interdepartmental duties is when you're with smaller companies.
Does Dashu have a similar model as Eludian?
Oh, yes, definitely. Especially since they sponsor more than one industry.
Well, I have an appointment scheduled for tomorrow. Hopefully, that'll be more successful.
Good. It's easier to demand answers in person.
Demand? Pretty sure that's how you get kicked out of a place.
Well, they won't be able to kick me out if I show up in Eagle.
He's got to be aggressive.
Just giant robot shows up on the street, and you just hear over the radio, hi, my name is Kevin McKevin. I believe I have an appointment. It just punches the building.
You gotta make sure there's nobody in the lobby. We don't want that receptionist getting hurt. She was very helpful.
Something weird's going on, and I intend to find out what.
Look, I guarantee you that receptionist was not the one that murdered our parents. Don't let her die.
Alive. I bet our parents are still alive.
Holy shit. They're still alive, and Eludian has kidnapped them and is forcing them to work in their labs.
That wouldn't explain him having a weakened version of the overdrive core, though. That would only what would really explain it is that, like, he went into hiding, somebody stole the plans from his quote-unquote dead body, and is trying to reverse engineer them. Yuna nods and speaks gently.
For now, you should try not to stress about it.
That was a really bad burp.
Yeah, there's not much you can do.
You're right. I know. I think I'm gonna head home then. Everyone agrees. Mayu and Kaori look especially exhausted, and even Sho doesn't have as much energy as usual. Valerie's been unusually quiet, and Yuna looks solemn. The loss weighs heavy on everyone. I wonder if there's any way to win that fight. Like, if I had actually parried correctly, would we have won, or would we still have lost because of the overdrive mode? We say our goodbyes, and I head to the parking lot. Then I hop on my bike and head home. Uncle Kaido and Nikki are both sitting on the couch watching TV when I arrive. Hi, Uncle Kaido. Hey, Nikki. Kaido grins at me.
Welcome back. How was your match?
Actually,
Finally, you're home. I thought you were going to miss it.
Miss what?
The Oscars, of course. Did you forget?
Is that supposed to be the Oscars? In all of the excitement of today, I completely forgot about the Oscars. My expression must have given away my thoughts because Nikki shakes her head. I forgot. Play cool. How could I forget? I don't usually watch this. I'm thinking play it cool.
I don't know. You pick. I'm trying to figure out if you could win.
I'm going with play it cool. Does anybody want anything different? Safe.
I'm fine with that.
There's no chance I'd ever forget this moment. Moment when Leonardo DiCaprio will finally win that Oscar he so rightly deserves. Yep, everybody says play it cool. Nikki
You
laughs.
say that every time he's been nominated, and each time you've been wrong.
Except Leo has his Oscar now. I'm gonna get a feeling about this
You
one.
say that every year, too.
I snuggle in between them on the couch just as the opening numbers start. I only partially pay attention to most of the nominations. Every so often, I peek at Uncle Kaido and Nikki. Kaido looks about as engaged as I am, while Nikki is practically on the edge of her seat. Every so often, she'd shout out who she hopes to win.
The outcome is set in stone no matter what happens, so we just need to take the information we've picked up and start to unravel the mystery.
Alright. Finally, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. The nominations for Best Actor. Leonardo DiCaprio was nominated for his role in The Apparition. Again, oh, great, I get it.
What was it?
So, an apparition is similar to a revenant, and he got his Oscar for playing his role in The Revenant.
Which one was that one? Was that the one he actually broke his, like, he actually cut his hand?
No, that was Django Unchained.
I want to see, I need to see that one.
The Revenant was the one where he laid in snow for like an hour and a half to get the actual bluing effect, rather than wearing makeup.
Why?
Because he's
he really
fucking
wanted that
intense.
Oscar?
It's because he's fucking intense.
He is.
There was a bunch of rumors that were saying they weren't going to give him the Oscar if he kept doing stuff like that because they didn't want other people putting their lives at stake for just to try and get an Oscar.
How come he never got an Oscar until 2016? Like, that's ridiculous.
I don't know. Uncle Kaido and I look over at each other in solidarity. Nikki leans so forward in her seat, I'm afraid she's going to fall off.
And the Oscar goes to...
I hold my breath as the announcer rips open the envelope in the slowest way possible.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, yeah.
Nikki jumps up and screams while Kaido throws a fist in the air and shouts excitedly. Jump up with Nikki. That'll do, Leonardo. That'll do. Is this real life or so what? I'm up with either is this real life or that'll do, Leonardo. That'll do.
I like to jump up with Nikki, but I'll do Leonardo. That'll do.
I don't know, we can always roll for this one.
Up. Paranoia DJ wants to jump up with Nikki.
Yeah, so we've got several choices here, which means
roll that D4.
we're rolling a D4.
All right.
Here we go.
Top to bottom.
Top to bottom. That's a 1.
All
Jump
right,
up with
we're
Nikki.
Jumping up with Nikki.
Jump. Jump it up. Jump it up. You okay with... Yeah, that's the one you wanted, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm not going to use my reroll on that, so...
That's fair.
We're jumping with Nikki. I leap off the couch and jump up and down with Nikki. She throws her arms around me in a hug. He finally did it!
I know.
I'm feeling a little left out here.
Nikki and I glance at each other and laugh. Then we each give Kaido a high five. Honestly, Nikki, I'm surprised you're so excited by this. I didn't realize you liked him.
This is a momentous event. What's not to like?
That's fair. Even if you don't like Leonardo DiCaprio, you gotta get excited when he finally
Got
wins.
that Oscar, yeah. Before I can answer, she shushes me.
Oh, he's about to give his speech.
We watch as Leonardo graciously accepts his Oscar and runs through his list of things. And finally, I'd like to mention how thankful I am we took care of global warming back in 2016, so everyone can still enjoy the wonders of snow.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, this game aged like fucking dirt.
Oh boy.
Sorry, dirt does age well. Dirt is timeless. This game aged like fucking milk. Hey, Sora.
Hi.
The audience roars with applause as Seo walks off the stage.
What a classy guy.
Yeah.
Nikki gets back to her on her feet.
Anybody want a snack?
Always.
Kaito perks up.
I wouldn't say no to that.
Same here.
Be right back.
She runs off into the kitchen and returns with a plate of strawberries.
Ooh, strawberries.
Uncle Kaido's face lights up as he grabs the closest one to him. Without hesitation, he takes a huge bite, then catches himself as chocolate dribbles down his chin. Wait, is that chocolate?
Yeah.
Did she stuff them with
I picked up a
chocolate?
strawberry and pop it in my mouth. Cream filled.
I also have some filled with gelatin and cookie butter.
Fuck yeah, cookie butter.
This is amazing.
It's like a reverse dipped strawberry. She beams.
Do you really think so?
Yes.
I eat another strawberry in response.
Where did you find this idea?
I don't know. I was just thinking about how I wanted chocolate-covered strawberries, but I hate when the chocolate comes off unevenly or the shell breaks off when you bite into it. I figured this was a better yet still delicious alternative.
Smart.
I can confirm this.
Gordon Ramsay would be proud of her.
Uncle Kaido eats another strawberry.
Do you think you can make this at the cafe?
Mickey's eyes glitter.
Seriously? You think it's that good?
Definitely. It's a simple twist on a familiar treat. I have no doubts it'll be well received.
You better fucking pay this bitch.
Be honored!
Don't pay her by the hour. You gotta pay her like a royalty fee or something.
Oh, you added in a Kingdom Hearts Kingdom Key mod? I've seen that before.
Fuck yeah, that's cool as hell.
Remember, whenever we were watching Touch the Skyrim, at one of the times they had the key, and every time he pulled it out, they played fucking Simple and Clean. As soon as he pulls it, when you walk away.
Great. What do you want to call them?
Cup berries, strawberry dream, or fruit suckles.
Oh god. I think Strawberry Dream is the correct answer. But Fruit Suckles is just so funny.
I very much want to say fruit suckles,
I
but
do
I also
too.
agree strawberry dream is the correct answer.
What do you guys think? Which one should we do? Oh man. Like, fuck Cuckberries, that's alright. That's an alright name. But like, Fruit Suckles.
Fruit suckles.
Not Fruit Siggles, Fruit Suckles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I am debating. Does anybody have input on this? Strawberry dream. I get it, that is the correct answer.
Yeah. Alright.
Fine. We're doing strawberry dream. Saving anyway because I kind of want to see what fruit suckles does after this. You know what? No, we'll do strawberry dream. What about strawberry dream?
That's not terrible.
Kaido looks thoughtful.
It's vague enough that it can encompass all the different filling options. We'll think about it.
Right.
Boring. Well, since nobody here seems to appreciate my genius, I'm going to bed.
What does it say?
It is getting late.
What does it say?
I'm going to save really quick right here, just so that we have a save point. And I'm going to load fruit suckles. Call them fruit suckles.
No.
No.
Why not?
Because I want people to eat them?
I'm not sure having the word suck in the title is the strongest marketing strategy.
You're sucking on the inside of the fruit. Not that the fruit sucks.
We'll think about it.
Right.
So they think about it either
Okay,
way.
so it's literally the exact same result no matter what you choose.
Go back though.
Yeah, I'm still gonna load just in
Setting
case.
it
Just in case there's some. No, I don't want to reload that save or overwrite that save. Uncle Kaido stifles a yawn.
Yeah, I think I'm going to turn in too.
He starts to get up, then pops the last strawberry in his mouth.
I thought you were going to bed.
I couldn't leave the poor thing to live on that plate all alone. Better that he's with his friends.
Yep, definitely time for me to get to bed. Nikki giggles. After I help her clean up the kitchen a bit, I head upstairs and dream of dessert. The familiar sound of my alarm wakes me up. Before I go, don't leave me hanging
Nope.
on.
I turned it off and rubbed sleep from my eyes. We spent too long the last
The familiar sound of my alarm wakes me up. Wakes me up inside. Why did I set an alarm when I don't have any class today? Oh right, I wanted to get some studying done. No, you have your fucking appointment. Stifling a yawn, I force myself out of bed and head to the washroom to get ready. Once I've gone through my morning routine, I am a lot more awake and ready to hit the books. Crack open the first textbook and decide to give myself a mini quiz. feel more and more energized with each answer I get correct. Confident that exam next week will be a breeze. After a couple of hours, my eyes are starting to cross and I need a break. There's still a lot of time before my Eludian meeting this afternoon. I wonder if anyone is free. Show.
Fuck yeah.
Just as I decide what to do, I get a phone call from Show.
Just Shonika.
What's up, Broseph?
No.
No?
Jeez, pull the phone away from my ear. What do you mean, no?
You can't call me Broseph. Broseph is your name, Broseph.
Okay. What's up?
What are you doing this fine evening?
I don't have any specific plans. Also, it's not evening.
Excellent. I'll meet you at the Izokaze Park.
What's going on at the park?
You'll see. See you in a few.
He hangs up before I can pry for more. Well, whatever it is, if Show's excited, then it has to be fun. I hop on my bike and drive to the park. Tantalizing scents of food waft toward the streets, enticing passers-by. As I search for a parking space, the park is illuminated with hanging lanterns and packed full of stalls. Is this some type of festival? Why is it happening at night? I was gonna say, why are there fucking lanterns? Is this happening at night? If this is happening at night, when did our fucking appointment get scheduled?
Right? That's so weird.
Show lingers on the outskirts of the park and runs over to me.
There you are, Broseph.
Cute. Look at that good sweet
What's all
face.
this?
It's a festival, of course.
Yeah, but which one? He looks incredulous.
Jeez, you don't know?
No? Should I?
Of course. Everyone knows it's the Festival of Dongos.
Neat.
As in dongos? You have no idea, do you?
I just told you. They sell all kinds of dongo here.
But why is there even a festival where they can sell dongo?
Does it matter?
What a
Now,
mood.
come on.
What a
What
mood.
the fuck is dongo?
You know, it's like those little gummy balls on a stick.
Dongo. Okay, yeah.
Balls on a stick.
Yeah, it's literally just like 3 mochi balls on a stick.
Except they're like much more, not hard, but like,
Chewy.
yeah.
I'm very hungry, and I have a pizza.
Yeah, it's related to mochi, but it's not quite mochi. There's a millet dumpling. Balefire likes millet.
Joe scratches the back of his head.
This might just be a two-man operation.
Sounds good to me. Or you have a girlfriend.
You have a girlfriend. Girlfriend!
See, I disagree. I believe this is a 2-man operation. Shall I bring out the coin? Heads I win, tails you lose? Go ahead and give me heads or tails.
Top to bottom.
Top to bottom, heads and tails.
Yeah.
And we say that the iguana is heads, correct?
Yeah.
Alright. Tails, you win.
Okay, I want to go back if it's not a joke.
When do you prefer going with, you know, Mayu?
You're joking,
Boo.
right? It's reading week. She has me constantly studying and studying only.
Take it back.
It's like being on house
Take it
arrest,
back.
man. I barely managed
Take
to
it back.
escape.
No, this is the result.
Reroll.
Too late, no.
Holiday.
You don't get to choose to re-roll just because you don't like the result. He waves his arms around for emphasis. I mean, what she's doing isn't necessarily
I
bad.
know. But sometimes it's good to just recharge the mental battery, you know? I figured the others would get on my case, but I can trust you, Broseph.
Nobody else can hear you but me.
You know, you messed it up.
That's fine. I got it. I hadn't even lowered it yet.
I was prepared for you too.
I also can just mute us entirely and let the game play on its own.
No.
Would you prefer that?
No.
So why, like, you were like all the way just tiny back here. Look how small CPQ is back there. I'm just giant in the corner.
You can see my shirt now. I scoot over, would that help?
What does it say?
It says every day is Halloween, but in bones.
What in bones? Indeed. Sounds more like you thought I wouldn't be studying.
Was I wrong?
I wouldn't say that. Stop. I can take the microphone away.
No!
Then let's get started. The Adventures of Broseph and Show.
Broseph and Joseph.
I'm not. Show seems to be extra good mood.
Oh, he looks like he's got tiny little angel wings because he's
of
a
the
good
statue.
boy.
We enter the throng of people and browse the different stalls. The area sells all sorts of crafts and clothing. A small doll dressed in a fitted kimono catches my attention. Stop show and inspect it further. The wooden doll has hair as black as night and dainty face with blushing cheeks and red lips. Apply the sacred ointment, show.
Oh my god. I love it.
Show, I'm minutes from my death and I've never been with a man. Please apply the sacred ointment, show.
What?
What?
Look at this. What do you think? He glances at the doll and gives me a strange look.
It's fine.
You think Maya would like that?
Oh.
He looks thoughtful.
Actually, she might.
I am a significantly better boyfriend for her than you are.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'd be happy if you brought her back a souvenir.
Yeah. No, wait, then she'll know I wasn't studying.
She's gonna find out that no matter what. At least this way you can say you were thinking about her.
You're right. Smart thinking, Broseph.
This is called damage control.
Paladin, how often do you have to do damage control with me?
Not very often.
I like giving presents.
Ready for some food?
Are you ready for some food?
Always.
Will that act as damage control?
Yes.
Always.
That's what I like to hear.
Self-voicing enabled. We move away from the crafts area and straight into the sea of small eats. Xiao can't decide on what to order to ends up ordering one of each item. His arms are full of more dango than one man can eat. I manage to stop him before he applies the same tactic to each vendor and convince him to eat what we have first. We sit down along the edge of the park at the picnic tables. As we settle in, a set of twins approaches us. Self-voicing disabled.
Hey boys, are these seats taken?
Really? Why the voice? Although their faces are nearly identical, one girl has straight hair, which flows in a glossy waterfall down her back and ends right above her ample bottom. The second girl plays with her curls and lets them bounce between her full bosom. Nope. I was zipping up from the fucking from that TikTok where she comes in and she's like, yeah.
Notices her pants.
Notices her
She
pants
was so
are-
excited for that take. What a mood.
They flash their smiles, revealing cute dimples. Then sit across from us and set down their drinks.
It's really nice of you to save us seats.
They seem to be around our age. The girls look at Show with interest as they play with the straw in their drinks.
Do you go to Ace?
Considering Ace is the only university around here, it's not an unusual guess. Seems dazed.
They're also probably trying to figure out if we're in high school so they can run. That or they're jailbaiting us.
The correct way to do this is we literally walk up and just go, "Hey, so are you legal?"
Cool, I'm glad to be your friend.
The easiest way to situation. The easiest situation to do that in. Why is my microphone so bad?
The only friend I have on TikTok is underage, and I'm just like, I don't want her to think that I'm mean because I'm old or something.
Show
She's a
nods,
baby and I must
still as
protect
confused as
that
before.
sweet angel.
He shoots me questioning glances as if unsure whether or not this is actually happening. He is so full out of his element. The girls look at each other and they giggle.
What are you doing after the festival?
Would you want to hang out?
Would you want to hang out?
Show's eyes widen and he looks at me in astonishment. It looks like he's about to agree when he quickly shakes his head.
Actually, we have plans with our girlfriends later tonight.
Aw, really?
Show nods, although more reluctantly this time.
Both of you are already taken? Oh well.
I'm not. I'm not. Shrugging, she scribbles something on a napkin, then tucks it in Show's hand. Her fingers linger on Show's as she leans in close and speaks in a breathy voice.
Well, if you guys ever want to hang out, I'm sure we'll be available.
They got some interesting voice actors for
They
this.
do.
They slowly return to their feet and purposefully give us an eyeful of their chest. One, singular, because they're twins, they share one. Did we forget to mention that they were in fact conjoined twins? As they walk away, they exaggerate the hypnotic sway of their hips. Singular, they only have the one hips.
What just happened?
They were just being nice. The magic of not being single. Yeah, it's the magic of not being single.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think girls really hit on you until we started dating.
That's usually how it works. Most people
Men
don't
hit on me anyway.
Most people don't care to hit on anybody, at least for guys. They don't care to hit on guys unless the idea is that they are I really don't understand it. Like, throughout my entire life, anytime that I'm single, I'm barely getting any
action.
Yeah, well, any attention period from most people. Then the second I start dating somebody, I get like every girl in a quarter-mile radius is just like, oh hey. I'm like, no.
It me.
The magic of not being single. You don't know? She looks at me with intrigue. You're forbidden fruit now, Mr. Shinjiro. Blinks.
Huh? What do you mean?
Now that you're spoken for, get ready for a lot more attention from girls, my friend.
That doesn't make any sense. How would they know I already have a girlfriend? We just met.
It's the confidence of not having to feel like you're constantly looking for somebody. That's my belief, at least. The idea that since you've already got somebody, you're not actively acting, you know,
Pervy
honestly, yeah,
creepy.
pervy or somewhat predatory, because let's be honest, if you're trying to find somebody or trying to date somebody or find anybody to talk to, it's innate. So when girls feel safe, they feel interested, because no longer are you some guy that they're scared of, but they can actually see and they go, oh, actually, I think this guy's kind of cute. And then they'll talk to you because they don't think that you're being predatory, because you have no interest in dating anybody else right now. Unfortunately, that's how that works.
I mean, if you really wanted, we don't have to be monogamous. Polyamory's a thing. It's 2019.
I don't like polyamory. It's just not for me. We've got a secret sense for these things. You know how women are.
They have a lot of secret senses.
I remember reading that once you're in a relationship, you carry yourself with more confidence. You don't appear desperate or needy, which makes you more appealing. But who wants to talk about the psychological mumbo jumbo?
We do, apparently.
I do. I like talking about that stuff.
You do. It's cute.
I think that was a fluke.
Fluke?
Yeah, I've tried so hard to get a girl's number before and met with a 0% success rate. This was just a random outlier. You don't sound convinced.
You're not wrong.
Okay, here, watch.
I watch as Show stands. He spots another girl around our age waiting in line to get some food and approaches her. They chat for a while. When the girl pulls out her phone, Show looks shocked, furiously shakes his head and retreats back to me as the girl sadly looks on. What's all that about?
I tried to get her number, and then she was about to give it to me? What is happening? The younger me would have killed for this power that I cannot use!
Cute. Look how precious.
I pat Show on the back. I don't know what to tell you, man. Show sinks into his chair and sniffles. Never thought I'd see the day when Show would be sad that girls are into him.
Aww.
We spend the rest of the evening checking out the festival and fending off single girls, much to Show's anguish.
Poor baby.
Once we've seen everything there is to see, we go our separate ways and I head home. Except, what about my fucking appointment? It's almost time for my appointment. What is the timescale in this episode?
I have no idea.
I drive my bike downtown and park near the Eludian Enterprises. The building is impressive as the sunlight reflects off the tinted windows. Do you want another White Claw?
Yeah, if they're cold. I want a cold one. I don't want a warmed one. I want a cold one.
What flavor?
Green is good.
Lime? It feels cold.
It'll do.
Are you kidding me? Feel the bottom of that can.
You ever feel the top?
Yeah, so what?
It's alright. The button?
The back button that was riveted onto my belt pouch popped off.
Oh no!
Yeah, I can just super glue it back on.
Okay.
Anyway. Almost time for my appointment. Okay, drive button. Okay, blah, blah, blah. It's large enough to be seen from a distance, but it's gaudy as warp
It
tech.
isn't as gaudy.
But it isn't as gaudy as warp text signage. The receptionist cheerfully greets me when I enter. Let her know my name, and it's not long before I'm led to an engineer's office. Hey, what the fuck? He gestured for me to have a seat, which I accept. Thank you for agreeing to meet with me, you fucking asshole.
My pleasure. How may I be of assistance?
That is not what engineers sound like.
How
At least
do
not
engineers sound?
They don't have a fucking customer service voice.
Well, he has an office job. He's in an office.
Yeah, but like, how often do you go to an office job where the people that are not at the front desk have a customer service voice?
That's fair. How much money do you think he's being paid then?
I had a few questions about the core overdrive technology seen at Ace Academy's match yesterday.
What questions?
An easy question to test, ask an easy question to test what he'll tell me. Ask the question I'm dying to know.
Oh man.
I kind of want to go with easy question.
Okay. I can't decide, so we'll go with either easy.
How is that technology enabled?
I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to divulge company secrets.
You spilled a shit ton of White Claw on me.
Oof.
My apologies if the question was unclear. I meant to ask how Akira was able to enable the overdrive mode during the match.
Yes, I understand. Unfortunately, that is not something I am at liberty to share.
Even Akira was able to give me that information. How come this man won't? Something strange is going on. That's the question I'm dying to know. Are we able to engineer the course overdrive mode? That technology isn't common knowledge.
I apologize, but I can't disclose company secrets.
Then who
I should have seen that
can?
coming. If they're so tight-lipped, does this mean there's some shady business going on here? I'm not sure what's going on here. As far as I'm aware, the technology has not been made available. So how was that addition suddenly built into Akira's gear?
Again, I'm sorry, but that's not something I'm at liberty to discuss.
What are you at liberty to discuss?
Obviously, this conversation is going nowhere. My frustration increases and makes my tongue loose. Then what can you discuss? So far, that's been the only thing you've said. He frowns.
I don't appreciate that tone.
And I don't appreciate you killing my father.
You in particular.
I don't appreciate you stringing me along like this. Why did you agree to meet with me if you had no intention of talking to me?
If you ask me a question I am at liberty to answer, then I will gladly answer it for you.
Can I have something to eat? No. Can I have something to eat? No. Can I have something to eat? Try asking again later. Can I have something to eat? No. The only answer I need is for the questions that I've asked.
I'm sorry, but it looks like I won't be able to help you.
Cross my arms. Not leaving without answers.
Then I'm afraid I will have to call for security.
Security. Yep.
I stare at him defiantly as he picks up the phone. In a matter of minutes, two burly guards show up in the office. They each grab a hold of one of my arms and drag me out of the office. Let me go! I can't leave until I get some answers!
What is the meaning of this?
Donnie ruse.
Okay.
Hey, he's got a face!
Hey.
Tall man dressed in a smart suit blocks the hallway.
Why are the guards trying to forcibly remove this young man from the premises?
We're just following orders, sir.
I am the order here.
The guard looks at each other, then release me.
Thank you.
Man turns to me.
What is this all about?
Though he speaks softly, there's a clear air of authority about him. I don't dare act prudently towards him, especially after he's given me a second chance to get my answers. I'm sorry, sir, but I came here looking for answers to a simple question.
What question?
In regards to the overdrive core from the Ace Academy match yesterday.
You are a student here?
There. Yes, a pilot.
Come into my office. Perhaps I can help you.
Alright, Donnie Ruse, let's go.
He sounds like a mob boss name.
Yeah, Donnie Ruse. It sounds like somebody like, oh, Donnie Ruse, the pipes are calling. He dismisses the guards and leads me into a private office with a large window. I read the plaque on his desk, which is twice the size of my own. Donnie Ruse, CEO. I glance sharply at him, but he doesn't seem to notice. Is the CEO getting involved with that kind of dispute? He offers me a seat, which I take. Maybe this is some sort of PR stunt. Though he seems helpful, I shouldn't let my guard down.
Now, explain to me how I can help.
I go through my explanation about the match yesterday and mention who I am. He seems intrigued after hearing my name.
You're the pilot of Eagle?
Yes.
Your gear caused quite a bit of intrigue in the R&D community with your unique core.
Then how exactly was Eludian able to possess that technology? Raises an eyebrows if implying the answer is obvious.
We partnered with Midori Energy to develop the core. Midori Energy supplied the schematics, and of course, the Eludian team worked hard to build and refine it.
Like, Midori Energy? Does he mean Midori Energy Incorporated? That was Dad's company.
I'm surprised Dashu, being an energy drink company, was able to acquire the technology before it went to market.
They didn't.
Something very weird is going on here, but I don't think Eludian is involved maliciously. Yeah, I guess Dashu has their sources.
I don't doubt it.
Phone rings, interrupting our conversation.
I'll have to take this.
What if his business partner killed him to try and take over the company and sell the plans to a bunch of other people to make bank?
Oh, he would make fucking bank on that shit.
Thank you very much for meeting with me. I appreciate your time.
You're an interesting pilot. Perhaps our paths will cross again.
I am no longer suspicious of him, but I feel like I should be for a little while longer.
He nods in dismissal and answers his phone while leaving his office. My mind is a whirl of questions as I leave the building and head back to my bike. Was Dad working on this core for Midori Energy? I always thought it was a project for the two of us. But if that's not the case, then maybe they had something to do with... Shake my head trying to free myself from these thoughts. Can't jump to conclusions. I need to clear my head and calm down. Maybe someone is free right now. I could use the distraction.
Fuck.
Kaori, Maya, or Valerie. If you don't have a decision, we can always roll.
Alright, boys. Do you guys have a decision?
I'm pretty sure Paranoia's decision is anybody but Kaori.
That's fair, but I want to see Kaori.
So then we're gonna roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. I muted it so I could watch that video.
Also top to bottom.
3.
Valerie!
Alright, Valerie it is.
Unless anybody wants to re-roll. Nobody's done that yet today. Alright. I'm going ahead. I bet Valerie would want to hang out. I decided to give her a call.
Hey there. I was just thinking about you.
Please take your hand out of your pants. Oh, really?
Yep. I was just thinking how fun it would be to go dancing. But I need a partner. Hey, you in?
Hell yeah.
I was born to
Yes! I would love to go dancing with her. Please tell her that you would love to go dancing with her.
Let's please set ourselves to Spanish mode so that we can... Tick-a-tung. Whenever he goes like... Whenever they reset him and he's set back in Spanish mode from Toy Story 4.
It's great. 3.
Oh, it was
4
3.
is the
4's the new one that we haven't seen yet.
We're gonna watch Toy Story 4, and then we're gonna go back and watch Toy Story 1, like, the next day. Just look at the animation comparisons.
There's Toy Story 4. Then there's also, we need to watch Far From Home.
Dude.
Still haven't seen that.
We need to see Captain Marvel too.
Yeah, we never did see Captain Marvel, did we?
Yep.
That'll be the last missing Marvel film before we're caught up with the movies. I was born to dance. Definitely, I've got some sick moves on the dance floor.
I'll have to see it to believe it.
Trust me, you'll be impressed. Is this gonna be on campus?
You're funny. I'll text you the address. See you soon.
She hangs up, and a few seconds later, my phone buzzes with a text. I get changed into something more comfortable, which I can still move in, then drive to the address. Hey, look, it's the bar from the Dashu thing with XZ. As I get close, I see a line of people waiting out front as a bouncer checks everyone's ID. This is not what I expected. Valerie stands right out in front and waves me over.
Finally, you're here. I almost thought you weren't coming.
Are we at a club?
Obviously. Where do you think people go dancing?
I thought we were talking about a dance class.
Bitch!
Nope.
You guys, you know what's disappointing? The only club in Tuscaloosa is a gay bar, which means Paladin can't step in or else he bursts into flames.
It's not that I can't step in or I burst
He
into
will
flames.
burst into flames because he's heterosexual.
It's that I actively make the choice not to invade on a space that is supposed to be safe and comfortable for people to express themselves.
Oh, no, I understand. I just wanted to make the flames joke.
Ah. But you're the flaming one.
I am. I'm a flaming gay-ass motherfucker.
How do you expect to get in?
With my ID, of course.
She pulls out her ID, which labels her as 20. Where did you get that?
I have my ways.
Be careful. It's better than my old fake. Or let me take a closer look.
I want to take a closer look at that shit.
It's just her actual ID, but it's got crayon scribbled over the age.
Amazing.
Let me take a closer look. Let me see that. I snatch the ID out of Valerie's hands and bring it close to my face. Huh. It's actually very realistic. Valerie smirks.
Pretty good, right?
Might be able to get away with it.
May I have it back now?
I hand it over.
Thank you.
Do you know what I think is the best way to make sure your fake ID isn't caught?
What?
Pick the most unflattering photo of you can find.
Yeah. Honestly speaking, if you can find your actual, like, don't just choose an unflattering photo of you. See if you can't scan in and actually lift the photo from your real ID.
Yeah, fair.
Because those are the most unflattering photos of you you've ever taken.
They really are.
I had exactly one flattering driver's license photo.
It was my very first driver's license. Right after mine was my first. My learner's permit sucked, but my very first license was great. The rest, this one I look like a drug dealer.
In line?
She strides right up to the bouncer and flashes him an irresistible smile. She then slips her ID into her hands. He grins appreciatively at her and waves her in, but stops me as I try to follow in.
He's with me.
Valerie touches the bouncer's arm and gives him a sultry look.
It would make me really happy if you let him in too.
He sighs and checks my ID, then waves me in.
Does that shit fucking work?
No.
No?
Valerie winks as we slip. I don't know. I don't go to clubs. Valerie winks as we slip past the bouncer and into the club. I squint in the dim bar as my heart pulses in time with the bass. This place has a decent crowd for the time of night. I migrate towards the bar and order a drink and something age-appropriate for Valerie. She accepts the drink with an amused glint in her eyes.
Come on, let's dance.
She grabs my hands and pulls me to the dance floor.
I want a Cosmo and a cola.
Valerie swings her hips in time with the beat and bounces in rhythm to the music. She smiles at me. Can we just say that I dance like fucking Kiryu from hold on, I gotta look this up now. I want to say that I dance like Kiryu from Yakuza 0. Kiryu Yakuza 0 dance.
So excited to see this.
Yeah, this is it. Okay, hold on.
You gonna play it for everybody?
Yeah. Because everybody's got to see this.
Is this the one with the karaoke bar?
This is the one with the karaoke
I love
bar.
the game with the karaoke bar.
This is the game with the karaoke bar. And game capture off. Turn display capture on. Should be display capture. Here we go.
Hey.
Can I somehow mute the game really quick?
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You can save and exit.
There we go. That
Cool.
works. This is exactly how Kevin McKevin dances.
Alright! A good start.
This game is so extra. I love Yakuza.
Dancing.
Keep in mind this game takes place in the 80s.
Amazing.
Oh, this is the actual the mini game.
That's a cool mini game. Such a simple dance. Does he get more fun again?
I thought he did. I might be thinking of specifically the karaoke minigame. The karaoke minigame gets ridiculous. This might just be the whole thing. We're gonna watch the
I love the little angry ghost.
There you go. But it's literally just that, and then it's more. Just came back. This must be Yakuza. Yes. I was talking. So we're at a dance right now. I really want to see though. Let's see here. Yakuza 0. Karaoke. There we go. I specifically want to see. Judgment is pretty good, but I want to see 24-Hour Cinderella. This is great because this is originally sung by a pop idol.
Amazing.
And Majima's gonna sing it.
Forgot how great this was.
The best part about the karaoke is that about halfway through the karaoke, it goes from them being in the bar to them being on a stage doing an entire performance. It's great.
I love seeing this grown-ass man with a pipe hat and a ponytail singing this song.
Oh, it gets better. Honestly, the saddest part is that if you're playing the game, you're so interested in making sure that you're keeping up with the beat of the lyrics that you don't actually get to you don't get to see what's happening in the background, which is just ridiculous. One of these days, we are gonna play this on stream as well, just because the whole game is ridiculous and I love it. I think we're about to get a transition.
Honestly, if it wasn't all 4 buttons, I could do it easily. I can do beats very easily. But I don't know the position, so I would have to...
There we go.
Yes! This is amazing.
He's on fucking skates, yes! You better believe he's on roller skates.
This makes me very happy. This is very 80s.
It's fucking backup dancers.
Oh yeah, we're totally playing this on stream. That's great.
The whole game is pretty fucking ridiculous. The main plot of the game is pretty, a 100. The whole game is pretty, intense, but simultaneously, it's just so silly how, how silly some of the game can be. Alright. Enough of our Yakuza's great break. Let's get back to the game.
All right, guys, we got 30 minutes. We gotta finish this game in 30 minutes.
We're not gonna finish this game in 30
We're gonna
minutes.
finish the game in 30 minutes.
Valerie swings her hips in time with the beat and bounces in rhythm with the music. She smiles at me. Do what seems fun. Bust out the hip hop skills. Just rock back and forth. Chicken dance.
Hip hop skills. Hip hop skills. Hip hop skills.
Are we going with hip hop skills?
Hip hop skills.
My vote would have been for Do What Seems Fun, but I can deal with hip hop. And Paranoia wants hip hop, so we're hip hop skilling it. That one hip hop class I actually took is finally going to pay off. Throw out my best moves and show her I can boogie whip Nene and
No,
Dougie.
he can
Sorry,
Dougie.
I can Dougie whip Nene and wrap things up nicely with the shuffle. Valerie pauses her dancing to admire me.
Wow, you weren't kidding when you said you had moves.
If this game were made now, he would also.
Yeah, he would whoa and dab, yeah.
After dancing together for a while, I feel thirsty. What was the whole thing? Did you know that the human body is made 70% of water? Because Daddy's thirsty.
Oh boy.
Have you seen that picture?
Nope.
It's fucking Markiplier. It just says it's him, but his eyes are replaced with like bright red shining lights, and it says "Cause Daddy's thirsty."
I've seen the picture of him with bright red shining. There's so many types of woes. The kids have created several woes. So there's
Is there a reverse woe?
I don't know. There's the classic woe. There's the middle seat. There's the buckle up, and then there's also that buckle up. And then some people made a joke, and it's caught on. They call it the blinker because people don't use their fucking blinkers. There's so many. There's so many woes now, you guys.
I'm gonna get another drink. You want anything? Valerie shakes her head. Okay, I'll be right back. When we come back, somebody's gonna be hitting on her. Turn to the bar and order a water, then chug it in one long gulp. Dancing is hard work. I feel like I'm getting a workout. To go to Valerie, some random guy corners her.
Yep.
What's a pretty thing like you doing in a place like this?
Dancing with her friend. How can I help you?
Valerie forces a smile and steps away from him.
Sorry, but I have a boyfriend.
I'm just talking to you. That's not a crime, is it? How about I buy you a drink?
What a vulture. Step away for 1 minute. Stand behind the guy about to say something when Valerie glances at me and smirks, then refocuses on the guy.
Just one drink?
That's right. Just one drink.
That guy? He's officially that guy.
Okay. Surprise me.
He's gonna drug her.
As the guy heads to the bar, Valerie darts towards me and leads me away.
Come on, before he comes back.
I laugh as Valerie leads me to the far end of the club. We sit on a couple of free stools and rest.
What a creep, right?
You know, that kind of reminds me of this one comic where it's like, hey, can I buy you a drink? And she's like, I actually have a boyfriend. He's like, he could only get something small.
Yeah, I love that one too.
It's so cute.
Yeah, where he's like counting his money. He can only get something small. Valerie gives me a strange look.
What do you mean, strategy?
Well, you don't have one, do you?
Of course I do.
She's joking, right? Valerie makes all kinds of jokes. Her face holds no hint of teasing smile. Wait, seriously? How come I'm only finding this out now?
You never asked before.
If you have a boyfriend, then why did you invite me to clubbing instead of him? Valerie's teasing spark appears.
To make him jealous.
What?
I frown.
No.
Valerie.
I'm just kidding. No need to look so serious. I did invite him, but he's out of town.
How convenient. She pouts.
Aw.
Stop saying I don't have boobs. I do have boobs. They just go to a different school.
She pulls out her phone and shows me a text message string.
See for yourself.
The first text is from Valerie. Aw, since you won't be here, I'm going out with Kevin tonight. Miss you, XOXO. He replied, miss you too, be safe and have fun, but not too much fun, winky face. Don't worry, the real fun won't start until you get back, winky face. I've got a special treat for... Valerie snatches the phone out of my hands.
The rest is a private conversation.
Okay, I'm convinced you're telling the truth. Valerie grins and stands.
Break's over, mister. Let's dance some more.
We dance until our feet grow tired and we can't dance anymore. As we walk around the club, Valerie leans into me to ease her aching feet. Valerie pauses and slips her heels off. She pulls out a pair of comfortable shoes from her bag.
Atta girl! Atta girl!
She seems overly prepared for this. How often does she go out dancing? When we arrive at my bike, Valerie and I both climb on. After I drop Valerie off at Ace, I head home. Although tonight wasn't at all what I expected, I still ended up having a good time. The woe seems like something that those actors would have done in that one, like, shitty video. What was it? You've got another storm coming.
You mean the Walmart? I'm convinced those are, like, auditions for a Walmart commercial. I'm convinced of it. Because, like, have you seen the whole video, like, the whole 6-minute thing?
I've seen several cuts of it, but I've never seen the whole thing.
Some of the lines make me convinced that they're talking about Walmart.
It's just, if you haven't seen it, you gotta look it up. I don't know what to look it up under. I've only ever seen the ones from fucking, important videos.
Important videos, yeah.
Important Videos was a revolutionary thing that eventually led to so many more versions of that called, like, more important videos or extra important videos or very important videos. But none of them captured the right length of time.
Of course,
important videos was exactly the correct point in time, but a lot of the important videos are gone now.
Here's an 8-minute version of it. You could stop at 5 or 6 stores. I haven't watched it yet. I'm just gonna send it to the thing.
When I arrive home, Yuki is rummaging through a drawer in the living room. She glances at me and grins.
Oh, good, you're here. Where are your rubber bands?
What?
Uh-huh.
Rubber bands. I need them.
Why? She just smiles.
Do you know where they are?
Yeah, they're in the bottom drawer of the table beneath the mirror. She searches the drawer and pulls out a rubber band.
Thanks.
What do you...
I watch her curiously as she wanders into the kitchen. She ties the rubber band around the nozzle sprayer next to the faucet.
Oh, poor Kaito.
Afterwards, she grabs Uncle Kaito's phone, which was laying unattended on the kitchen table. Peek over her shoulder and watch her change his lock screen to a screenshot of his home screen. She then pulls the phone back down. Follow her back into the living room, where she takes a seat on the couch and flips through a magazine as if nothing just happened.
What a mood.
What's going on?
As soon as Kaito comes out, I want you to block your number and call his phone.
Why?
Just do it. It'll be worth it.
Oh, this is gonna be great. I shrug and join her on the couch. If you say so. We didn't have to wait long before Kaito emerges from the back room. I do as Yuki says and immediately call his phone. Yuki watches me closely as I do, then grins.
Kaito, are you going into the kitchen? Do you mind getting me a glass of water?
No problem.
Thank you.
As soon as Kaito walks through the kitchen door, Yuki and I bolt off the couch and creep to the doorway to watch what unfolds. Kaito picks up an empty glass in one hand and his phone in the other. Puts the glass down beside the sink and he focuses on his phone. He then turns on the faucet. The rubber band forces the water spray out of the nozzle and catches Kaito all over his chest. He yelps in surprise and quickly shuts off the water. He then tries desperately to swipe his phone. Yuki and I can't hold back our laughter and fall into a fit of giggles by the four. Uncle Kaito looks increasingly worried as he can't get his phone to work.
Yuki, this isn't funny. I think you damaged my phone.
She's too busy laughing to answer.
I need this for work. This is serious.
Yuki finally composes herself.
Relax, your phone is fine.
Clearly it's not. It's frozen.
No, it's not. Give it here.
She plucks the phone out of his hand and unlocks it. He furrows his brow in confusion.
I just changed your wallpaper. Funny, right?
Can't help but laugh at the expression on Kaito's face. It's relief plus irritation plus confusion rolled into one. My laugh makes Yuki want to laugh, although she tries her best to keep a straight face in front of Kaito.
Oh, Kaito, your face.
Kaito.
I hate it.
She breaks down into laughter. Soon Kaito cracks a smile on both of us.
One day, Yuki, you are going to give me a heart attack.
Don't say things like that.
I'm happy they're together again.
Me too.
I slowly compose myself and Kaito glances at me. Kaito.
You were in on this too? I thought you were on my side.
I love the exaggerated reading. Sorry, but Yuki's the fun one. She smiles and gives me a hug.
All right, fun one. Since this was all your fault to begin with, you should be the one to clean up the kitchen.
Fair's fair.
Fair enough.
Yuki goes to grab some towels while Uncle Kaido and I head to the living room. I should tell him about I learned about, Eludion. Uncle Kaido, I need to tell you something. It involves my dad. Dad. That boy ain't right. Dad. Unfortunately, I can do a better Bobby voice than I can Hank voice. What you up to, Dad?
Oh, God, that's too much.
What is it?
Too weird.
Yesterday during... Sorry, I have to figure out where fucking Kevin sits now again. Yesterday during the match with Akira's team, Akira's gear went into overdrive mode.
The same overdrive mode your core can do?
You know, you got the normal water setting, but then you can set it to fucking overdrive. And it's just like... There's so many good TikToks.
It's amazing.
It really is the new Vine.
You guys should join TikTok and follow us.
Yeah, I confronted Eludian about it this afternoon, and they told me that Midori Energy was the one who supplied them with the technology. Uncle Kaido looks grave.
That was your father's company.
Exactly.
Was this technology a research project he was working on for the company?
Sorry there, Kaido. I'm a bit tired. I don't know. He never mentioned anything to me about it when we were building Eagle. When I discovered Eagle had the ability, I assumed it was something Dad had created just for me. But now I'm not so sure.
I'll have the PI investigate Midori Energy and see if there are any connections.
Before I can respond, Aunt Yuki returns to the living room.
How about a little TV time with my two favorite boys?
I'm up for that.
Same here.
Did we get a bunch of shitty titles? Is Nikki home?
Not yet.
She is such a busy bee. She can join us when she comes back.
They're so cute.
We throw on a movie and Uncle Kaido and Aunt Yuki add their own commentary to what's going on. Normally, it would be annoying, but I'm just happy to see that they're getting along so well again. Is this when he goes Super Saiyan? No. That doesn't happen in this one. This is Dragon Ball Legends, or whatever it was called. Dragon Ball Generations, I think is what they called it. Did you ever see that?
No.
It was a really shitty
I've never watched
live.
Dragon Ball ever.
You don't have to watch it. It was Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh,
That's what it was called.
Live action.
The live action shitty, like Goku's in a high school.
What?
Yeah, we need to.
No.
We need to watch it. We need to watch it
Nope.
because you need to understand just how terrible it is. Eventually, Nikki comes home and snuggles between Kaido and Yuki on the couch. For the first time in a while, I feel like I'm part of a family again. It's not just Nikki and me anymore. Judging by Nikki's smiles, I think she feels the same. We watch until the late hours of the night, when then I say my goodbyes and go to bed. No, evolution never happened. Listen, there's 2 movies that I require that we watch eventually.
Is it the Room and Dragon Ball?
No, it's Dragon Ball and The Last Airbender.
I've already seen The Last Airbender.
I've never seen The Last Airbender.
Really?
Nah, I never saw the M. Night Shyamalan Last Airbender.
Okay. Here's the thing. It's a bad movie, but if you watch it under the understanding that it is inspired by Avatar, it's not horrible.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch it knowing that it's actually supposed to be a movie version of the show, it's
terrible.
actually bad. That's why I still like the Jim Carrey Nickelodeon version of Series of Unfortunate Events movie, because I always view it as a movie inspired by the books, not a movie based on the books.
Well, it also helps that you have, the show now on Netflix.
That movie came out like over a decade ago, and I still love it.
I know, but I feel like for most people,
I own it on DVD.
They would feel better now knowing
Fair.
that they've got a show that's representative of it. I've barely seen Nikki since she started working at the restaurant, and although I don't have class this week, I was still busy with school.
Week.
Maybe we can catch up today. As soon as I head downstairs, Kaido and Nikki greet me with matching grins. It's like they were waiting for me.
Uh-oh.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey, bud. Sleep well last night?
What did they draw on my face?
Yeah. Thanks.
That's good. Feeling well rested?
What did you do?
Yes.
Great.
Their smiles don't budge. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. We just had a small favor to ask.
I'm not posing for a nude calendar shoot. Stop asking.
Yeah, so small, just teeny tiny.
Stop talking about my penis like that. That doesn't sound promising. What is it?
We're a little understaffed at one of our restaurants.
Motherfuckers.
More specifically, the one Nikki works at.
You motherfuckers.
We were hoping you could come and help out.
Really? That's it? I guess I could help. I don't have any other plans right now. Kaido bursts into a big grin.
Perfect. He said yes.
You can't back out now.
What are you gonna make me
What?
do?
Kaido races towards the door.
I'll be in the car. Come out when you guys are ready.
I don't like this.
Oh, what outfit are they gonna put us in?
He disappears, leaving a nervous-looking Nikki. What did he mean by ready?
Don't worry about it.
There my eyes. Nikki.
It's nothing. The restaurant's just doing a theme today.
Oh no. Any theme is bound to be bad. What kind of theme?
One of maids in a cafe.
A maid cafe? She slides to the side and reveals a neatly pressed butler costume. At least they didn't put me in a fucking maid outfit.
I would love to see Paladin in a maid outfit.
Sounds like fun! Legitimately, I would love to do like a butler at like a maid cafe situation. I'm gonna go with sounds like fun.
Yes, it does. Sounds like lots of fun.
My eyes widen. What a snazzy outfit! Oh, this is kind of exciting. Never done anything like this before. Nikki looks surprised.
You really don't mind?
Of course not. I'm always down to try something new. Plus, I can't keep my uncle and sister hanging. Nikki jumps and squeezes me in a big hug.
Thanks. You're the best.
No problem. Let's hurry up and get changed. Uncle Kaido is waiting.
I hope we get to see us.
I grab the outfit, then head to my room and get changed. Once I'm done, I look in the mirror. Looking good, Kevin.
CG, so sad.
Of course not. Nikki's waiting for me downstairs, dressed in her maid outfit.
Aww.
She's adorable. Thanks. You're not looking too bad yourself. Nikki grins.
Let's not keep Kaito waiting any longer.
I nod and we both head out. As soon as I step into the car, Kaido's eyes widen and he chokes back a laugh.
That's a good look for you.
What a guy. Where's your costume, Uncle? His laugh fills the car.
Oh, no, I'm not working. I'm just the chauffeur.
Too bad. I bet you would have been a hit.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
As soon as we arrive, Kaido waves goodbye and I follow Nikki in. Hey, look, it's the same diner we've gone to like a million different times.
Well, 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 well.
Nikki introduces me as all of her colleagues and they greet me with pleasant smiles. Everyone else is dressed up as well, which is comforting. Part of me was worried that this was all an elaborate hoax. The head butler gives me a rundown of the basics and how to act. I am reminded of my high school days when I waited tables. It's pretty much the same thing, but with a whole lot more Miss and Sir strewn in. Or like Lady and Master.
Yeah.
You all good?
Nikki pokes her head into the room just as we finish training. Yep. She smirks.
This is going to be so much fun.
It really depends on the age of the person.
Absolutely, a series of our friends are going to come in today.
Oh, 100%.
And they're going to see me in my butler outfit. She grabs my hands and we head out the door. It's a little daunting at first, but the customers are all thrilled and it's not long before I get into character. This is a lot more fun than I originally thought. Honestly, being a character at a place like this would be so much more fun than anything else, because it's one thing to be the character that is, you know, your average waiter and everybody's just like... I dropped the coin on a bottle. But everybody's just like, I just want food. When you're going to a place to experience the fact that you're being served by like a butler, having somebody who's just like, very well, and how may I help you today? Is a thing.
It feels nice.
This is the first time I've seen Nikki at work. She flits. Oh, I was gonna say, what is that word?
Run.
She flits from table to... I know what flits is. I couldn't read it for a second.
That's fair.
Charming everyone she meets, most of the regulars request her to be placed in her section and are even willing to wait until her tables are free. I've even had a few of my tables ask if she could come over so they could meet her. Whenever that happens, Nikki would happily oblige and shoot me a smug grin. Oh, it's on now. I won't be beaten so easily. I up my butler game, something I've never thought I'd have to do, and step up to the plate. At least now my customers aren't requesting for Nikki anymore. As the cafe fills up and we're getting loaded with people, we somehow both end up at the same table. How can I serve you today?
It would be my honor to serve you today.
She shoots them big doe eyes and an endearing smile. Curses, in a battle of adorableness I will never win. Ah, it would seem that you are already in good hands. My apologies. I bow. The customers look at me with interest.
Oh my, what a gentleman.
Nikki gives me a dirty look when the table isn't paying attention. Then looks apologetic.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You were here first.
She pouts.
Please forgive me.
She's adorable.
I'm losing them. I'm losing them. No, it's okay. I insist. Your care and attention is at a level I strive to achieve.
You're too humble. Your ability to predict a customer's needs is commendable.
You right.
My
Pushed her away.
goodness, what a cute couple.
Not a couple.
What?
Not
What?
a couple.
No.
Abort.
Incorrect.
Tank. I need it out here.
No.
Couple!
Couple?
Hold on. I think you have the wrong idea. Nikki, you finally did it!
It's so much better than I could have expected.
I knew it. Even other people can see it.
Nikki's eyes widen as her two friends skip over. They stalking me?
You guys, what are you doing here?
Nikki's friends look at each other then giggle.
It was only a matter of time before they kindled their relationship. I'm so happy for you two.
No.
They really are lovely together.
No.
Their outbursts catch the attention of other restaurant patrons. Soon everyone is making comments about the lovely couple.
Wait, you guys have it all wrong.
Yeah, we're actually brother and sister. The cafe goes silent.
Wait, despite being siblings, they are true to their hearts?
Oh my god. Here's the thing. If we were getting tips for it, I'd be like, sure, fine. But we don't get tips in Japan, so.
It's even more romantic than I thought.
Fucking stop. Stop it.
So cute.
The crowd looks. There's a fucking applause. This fucking game.
End it. End me.
No. Ugh. He's my brother. We're not in that kind of relationship. This isn't an anime. These things don't happen.
She points at me.
I do love my brother.
The crowd cheers again.
No, let me finish. I love my brother as my brother. But what you guys are trying to hint at will never, ever be a thing.
Nikki huffs and crosses her arms. Her message comes across loud and clear.
What about his DLC?
No.
No. I fucking love that they put that in the game.
Oh my god.
What about his DLC? No. We're not doing that.
I'm glad they just called out all of the players of this game.
That were like hot for sister. Despite the little bump in the day, the rest of the shift goes well. A lot of people would pull me aside and repeat, I'm sorry she doesn't feel the same. Unrequited love can be so tough. Whatever that means.
Here's the thing. I would love to date Nikki. I don't want to date our sister, but I would love to date Nikki. She's adorable, but I don't want us to date our sister.
Nikki makes me promise to never speak of this day again. I am all too happy to agree.
I would love to date Nikki if she wasn't our sister. She's
oh no.
Cute girl.
Oh no. When we arrive home, Yuki and Kaido are sitting on the couch, huddled beneath a blanket. As soon as Kaido sees me, he grins. Okay. I was worried for a second.
They have a
How was your
bedroom.
day?
I
They
know.
know we're coming home. Coming home.
We're exactly 1/4 of Kaido's face currently.
Move your face to do the thing, Paladin.
Fine, hold on.
Alright, that's enough. Unless you want to click through it.
Nah, it's just lining up my face.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
You guys hungry? I can whip something up.
Sure.
We can't say no to Aunt Yuki's delicious cooking.
Aw, thank you.
Kaito furrows his brow and is just about to speak when Nikki chimes in immediately.
Ordering takeout is not cooking.
Kaito laughs and grins.
Well, someone had to cook it.
Nikki and Yuki both sigh.
You're hopeless.
You're hopeless.
Wow. That was scarily in sync. They blink at each other, then laugh as Kaito and I join in. Aunt Yuki and Nikki head into the kitchen together. I offer to help out, but they both respond with a firm no.
No.
I can tell when I'm not wanted. Uncle Kaito and I hang out together until the time for dinner. After an amazing meal, we settle down and Nikki suggests another family movie night. With everyone's busy schedules, it's rare for us to spend the evening together. Still, I hope this will become a more frequent thing. We stay up way past our bedtimes watching movies, and Kaito falls asleep on the couch. As we giggle at his snores, we all decide it's time to go to bed. I return to my room and easily fall to sleep. Oh. I was getting ready for it, it never happened.
Boo.
It's a good opening song.
It is.
The morning. This is probably a good place to stop, honestly speaking.
That's fair. We are almost at 2 hours, and it's after 9.
Yeah.
And you have work at 7.
Yes, I do.
Oof.
It's only 7 to 3 instead of 7 to 4 like normal.
That's fair. That's better.
But anyway, that's going to be where we stop for this episode. Not a whole lot of re-rolling going on. It's more so that rolls are becoming
less frequent because we want to finish this game.
Pretty much. They take up a lot of time, and they're just
do.
not... They're fun, but when they matter. When you're doing them for every single fucking decision, it's less fun and more tedious.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you everybody who came out to today's stream. I've been Paladin. This has been CPQ.
Hi.
This has been Ace Academy. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and as always, see you guys next time. How close are you guys to finishing this game?
No idea.
Clue.
No idea.
I've never played this game before in my life, so I have no clue how this game ends. Like I said, I'll talk to you guys next time, and as always, bye-bye.